Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new, welcome back if you're not. If you are a lover of all things beauty, handbags, luxury, and fashion, you've come to the right place. My name is Cece and welcome. Today we're going to go ahead and get right into it. We're going to talk about the Rose Margaux, particularly the Margaux 10. Now, if you haven't already heard of the Rose, it is all over social media, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere, talking about the Rose. And what makes the Rose so popular is that it exudes that minimalist, quiet luxury fashion in a very simplistic, high quality way. If you don't know, the Rose is owned by the Olsen twins. So if you grew up in the same era as myself in the 80s and 90s, you know the Full House show very well. So the Olsen twins launched the Rose originally in 2006, and the Margaux tote bag specifically was launched in 2018. But it wasn't until the last couple of years that it has grown and risen in popularity. Hi again, I'm Cece. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button down below. Follow me on Instagram where I style my handbags daily. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into today's video. Now, I mentioned we're going to be talking about the Rose Margaux because I ordered this item after weeks of scouring the website. This is a highly sought after piece. There's been claims comparing the Margaux tote bag to an Hermes Birkin. I don't know that it is Birkin level, but we'll get into that as well. This is not a proper unboxing. I've already unboxed and worn this item. I am wearing it today. In fact, I've already got a couple of pictures up on my Instagram. So sneak peek for those of you that do follow me on Instagram, you know that I've already snagged this bag and have been wearing her nonstop. But here she is. This is my lovely Margaux 10. The Margaux 10 is the smallest of the Margaux series or Margaux collection. It did originally launch in the Margaux 15, which is a much larger size. I'll flash a picture up for you guys here, but it does come available in the Margaux 10, which is this one here, the 12, the 15, and most recently the 17. The 15 and 17 to me are more of a traveler's piece, not necessarily every day. Although if you are commuting to work and need to lug around your laptop and other items, I think the 15 works really well for that. It is a very classy, sophisticated, elegant bag, but very, very minimal. Why is it minimal? Because there's no hardware, there's no logos, there's no flashy prints or design. It comes in a series of different, I would say, neutral tone colors. It did originally launch in the black. This color here is in the dark taupe, which I personally love. I'm also really loving the burgundies, browns, deep reds. They do come in a wide range variety of different colors. Again, as I mentioned, some of them are much harder to find than others. The bag itself is very difficult to find. Now, I was lucky enough to find this late one night directly on the Rose website. So of course I jumped on it immediately. I think the Olsen twins do a really good job in terms of strategy of slowly and thoughtfully releasing and making certain bags available. And I feel like they do this maybe one or two at a time, maybe a handful max. You can source them from buyers and professional shoppers, but personally, I like to take my time, do my research, look at the bag, look at different angles, watch a ton of videos, of course. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about specifically this bag. Is it worth it? What are my first impressions and thoughts on this bag? What does it fit inside from a quick glimpse? Eventually, I'm happy to do a full review and comparison of this bag against another bag. Some of you have already reached out and asked me to do a comparison of the Margaux 10 against the Hermes Eveline TPM, which I also have in my collection. Happy to do that. But let's go ahead and get into this bag. So first impressions, the leather is superb, and I'm going to hold it up close. So you've got that beautiful grained leather, very, very similar and has been compared to Hermes's Togo leather, which I have seen in person. I don't know that it's exactly like the Togo leather, but there are some similarities for sure. Beautiful leather. It's like that pebbled, beautiful leather, very, very high quality. This is very similar to my Loro Piana L19. So if you own a Loro Piana, you know how high quality and beautiful that leather is. This is very similar, very nicely done stitching and glazing on the sides. The only logo you'll see is this right here where it says the Rose. Tiny, tiny, tiny. And then on the inside, you'll see it here. Let me just take out my Kindle because I was trying to see what fits inside for you guys. And you'll see it says it there. Now, in terms of interior, again, very minimal. There's not a zipper. There's not a proper full closure. There is a buckle. And you'll see that here, this buckle clasp that goes against, it's like a toggle. So it toggles closed. I don't know if I'm getting that there, but it toggles closed. It does fit quite a bit of stuff. Personally, I can't imagine needing to fit more than what I already have here, unless again, you're wearing this bag to work and you want to include a laptop or something more. This bag does fit all of my essentials. So I've got a hand sanitizer in here, and I'll take it out for you. I've got my hand sanitizer, key fob, card holder, couple of lipsticks, more lipsticks. Yep. And I still have room for plenty more. It also fits my Kindle. It does stick out at the top if you put the Kindle in, which I'm okay with. It doesn't look bad. You can kind of wear it like so. So again, the hardware is very minimal. There's no logos, nothing like that. You do have these two pieces of hardware here on the side of each, and it's like a closure. You can unbutton it, but I haven't done so. You can unbutton that there, but I find no need to unbutton it. I've wondered, and maybe I will play with it at some point, unbutton it and just let it kind of go loose, kind of like how people wear the Birkin sort of open like that. That might be a nice look. First impressions, I love this bag. Yes, you need this bag. I'm the wrong person to ask. I'm always going to say yes. It's just well made. On the interior, it is canvas lined. Some of them do come leather lined from what I've heard. I've not seen them in person. I hear that the leather lined pieces are going to be much heavier. I personally like the canvas line. I understand that in the larger tote sizes like the Margaux 15, they also call it the Margaux 15 Air because it is canvas lined, so it's naturally much lighter than, say, a leather lined piece. This does come with a crossbody strap. I don't have it with me today. Oh, I do. It's in the dust bag. This is the dust bag that it comes in. Very, very minimal. There's no logo, nothing. It's just a nice, soft, regular dust bag. It does say the row there on the bottom right corner. So very small there. And then here is that crossbody strap. Now, one thing doesn't bother me, but it might bother some. The crossbody strap is non-adjustable. So there's no holes or anything like that to adjust. It doesn't have like a clasp. The way that it adheres to the bag or goes on the bag is this, it's got this button closure here, and you'll see both of them there. And then you just kind of hook it onto the inside of the bag where the clasps are. So let me go ahead and do that for you so you can see how it looks with the crossbody strap. Now, I don't know if the 12 comes with a crossbody, but I know that that's one of the things people love about the 10. I always love having a hands-free option with my bags. Having a crossbody is always a plus. And it kind of switches up how you wear the bag. You have a little more room to play. You have some different options. If you're going to be traveling to a city, it makes it much easier and more practical to wear with a crossbody strap. Personally, I love this bag worn top handle, just like so. This is the crossbody strap on, and I'll try and give you a quick glimpse of how it looks on the inside without stretching the bag. You'll see it's like clasped there. The drop length, I think, is fine for me. Again, I'm 5'2" for reference, so I'm on the petite side. If you wanted to wear this as a shoulder bag, as someone who stands at 5'2", it's a little long for my taste. It goes past my hip, but crossbody, I think it sits perfectly. It sits right at my waist, low enough, but not too low, high enough, but not too high. I think it just drops perfectly. Really, for someone like me who's 5'2", this bag really works out perfectly. I am after the 15 and considering it, but I also love the size 12. I think the size 12 is a gorgeous size. There are other websites that also have this bag available. You can purchase it through Neiman Marcus or Bergdorf's, but you have to scour the websites. They pop up every now and then randomly. You just have to jump on it when it does, if it's in the color combination that you want. I've worn this bag for a couple days now. Very easy to wear. It does have 4 feet at the bottom, so you don't have to worry about damaging the leather when you set it down on something. I still have the stickers on the bottom feet. Each of the bottom feet do say the row, which is really cute. In fact, why don't I peel one off? This one is like half off. So I'll peel it off and then show you. Do you see that there? It says the row. Super cute. Very well made, high quality, beautiful bag. I love the simplicity of it. That for me is what really sealed the deal. It's a classic timeless bag. I don't know that it's at Birkin level or Birkin status. The Birkin is a Birkin because it is a Birkin. It's been around for many ages. The Birkin has been around for a really long time. That history behind Jane Birkin herself and the design of the bag and the elusiveness of Hermes and the fact that you need to build this relationship. There's a reason they do all of that. Is the Margaux similar? Maybe. I don't know for sure. I can't say. There's a lot of difference, right? When I see the Margaux, I think edgy, new, contemporary, but it still has elements of classic style in it. Definitely quiet luxury, minimal. You can't really tell that it's a Margaux unless you know that it's a Margaux and you know of the brand, the Row. Whereas an Hermes Birkin, nearly everyone knows it's a Birkin, nearly, right? It's a little flashier in my opinion. When you walk in with a Birkin, everyone knows it's a Birkin, right? There's very few people who don't know a Birkin when they see one. The Row is still a little under the radar that way. Like if I wore this to work, I wouldn't have to worry about anyone knowing that it is a Margaux. I think it's people that are in fashion and really appreciate handbags and collect handbags that really know the brand. The Row itself, I am a huge fan. I have started to slowly gravitate more towards wanting to incorporate more pieces. Their fall collection is really beautiful. They have some lovely pieces. I know the 90s bag has been quite popular. They now have a new 90s round bag, which is beautiful. Oh, of course, the Park Tote is very, very popular from the Row. I don't know when it was released, but I know it grew in popularity about 2 years ago. I do have one on order for the fall, so I will be incorporating it. To me, the Margaux, as well as the Park Tote, and I think the Row in general does this really well with their handbags. They're practical. They're easy to wear. This can kind of match with anything. You can dress this up or down. Today, I'm just wearing a regular black plain gauze shirt button down with a pair of chinos, and this goes really well with my Hermes Chypres. It's very casual, but it kind of elevates the look and gives it that casual look. I also wore it over the weekend and dressed it up a little bit more with a pair of sandals and like a Dior inspired matching set. Overall, I think I would rate this bag a 9 out of 10. A 10 out of 10 for me would have to be a Birkin. Although the price point makes it a little more difficult, this is a much more manageable price point compared to Hermes. The Birkin is out of many people's price range. It's really up there. The Margaux 10 you can get for a more reasonable price. I'll include a link to the Margaux 10, 12, 15, and 17 down below for you guys so you can reference that and see all of the dimensions there. I don't have a measuring tape. I'm not going to start measuring this bag, but I will tell you that the numbers of each bag, 10, 12, 15, and 17, signify the width along the bottom of the bag, how wide that bag is. So this is 10 inches across. Obviously, the 12 is going to be 12 inches and so on. So I'll include a link to each of them down below. Browse the websites. You can check out some of the colors there. I personally have my eye on like a deep dark brown or a burgundy. Burgundy would be my top choice. I may consider a black because I really think that the Row does black bags very well, but I have so many black bags I don't know that I need to incorporate another one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you have any questions about this bag or want me to cover anything more specific. I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope that you enjoyed my first impressions. Looking forward to receiving any questions from you guys. I'm happy to address anything about this bag in more detail. Until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.